look at this. Now will I seek and find the peace of God. And I mentioned this in the meditation. This is not like seeking because something's been hidden from us. I think a lot of times we have this feeling about God that he's up there playing chess with us or tricking us. You know, what kind of a day is God going to give us today? It is his great pleasure to give you the kingdom each and every day. Now, most of us go like, well, I'm not deserving that today. You know, so we don't see it the way he sees it. His path is always straight. He is always offering you support and love. There's no tricking here. There's no tricks. So when it says, now will I seek, it says, I'm going to cut past all my crap, all my judgments and all my fears today. Now, the Course does not use words like crap. I do. So that's why when we say something, now will I seek and find the peace of God, to me the word seek is all about me having more vigilance to make these things manifest in my life. You know, if you want to die, if you want to lose weight, you want to exercise, you got to get up, and if you're going to go to the gym, you got to go to the gym. How many of you have bought gym memberships and never showed up? Yes, I've done it many a time. You know, how many of you have gone on a diet and then forgotten it? Every one of us sitting in this room, you know, we've all done that. So to me, I will seek, what it's saying is I'm going to be committed. There's a great line in the Course that says you must be vigilant only for God and his kingdom. I've always loved that. But then if you read a little further, this says vigilance is necessary to teach you that you don't need to do anything. So the Course is always this conundrum. You got to be focused. You got to be focused, and you've got to have this intent to do these workbook lessons to find that it is his great pleasure to do it for you, to make your path straight and easy. But you have to put in the effort until you realize effort is not even necessary. That's what it's telling us. Now, everybody likes that because it's like, oh, that's the diet I'll lose 10 pounds in 5 days in, you know. So I'm not going to fool you. This is not about you not putting effort into it, because you have to. But what you realize, and that would make total sense to the Course, that effort is not of God. But turning in his direction is. Now, all the effort and struggle comes from our misinterpretation of him. So the effort we have to put into it is because we do not believe we are worthy of his gifts. So the harder we work is really against kind of our ego, our developed, sophisticated ego. And we've done a good job at it. Because we spend the first 25 years developing our ego. That's why I said we have a very well-developed ego. And that's not a bad thing. People go, oh, I shouldn't be, we can't do that. No, to survive in this world, you almost have to be able to function in this world. And we have to help our children function in this world. But hopefully, those of us who are maybe first generation A Course in Miracles students can help our children not only understand their egos, but learn to not be ruled by them. Yes, we have to function in this world, but in such a way that does not limit us or cause us pain and suffering, but that can also lift us out of this world. So you spend the first 25 years developing this, according to these personality assessments. You spend the next part of your life, the rest of your life, learning how to undo it. And we all do, don't we? We know a lot of the stuff. You know, I think of it this way. The truth about us is what this lesson said. It says, in peace was I created. The truth about us is like a light that's inside of us. Have you ever seen those like, what's that place in Arlington, the light that is, is it at Kennedy's? Yeah, the Eternal Flame. Is that at Kennedy's? I think that's at Kennedy's grave, JFK's. That eternal flame. That's like us. We have an eternal flame, and that's what this lesson is saying. In peace was I created. That peace can never change, and in peace do I remain. It is not given me to change myself. I can never put out that eternal truth. Did you want a lesson? Do you want a copy, honey? No? Okay. It's not given me to put out that eternal flame. And look what this says. How merciful is God my Father, that when he created me, he gave me peace forever. Meaning, how merciful it is that he made it so I couldn't screw things up. I can't put out that flame. I can't put out that truth. So here's this truth that is in our creation. And then here's what we like to do with that truth. We take a grievance here, we take a piece of guilt here, we take an unforgiving thought here, we take a feeling of unworth here, and we develop ourselves into this creation of mixed together thoughts and ideas. We can put a chair over here.
I have to sit in the corner.
You have to sit in the corner because you're late. That's what happens. So, no. But I mean, we attach all of these things to ourselves. But the truth is, no matter how much we make ourselves, this is the ego that we make, no matter how much we make ourselves of that, the truth about us, this eternal flame, can never go out. Because it says here, how merciful that God my Father, when he did this, he gave me peace forever. He gave me that eternal truth that I can't mess with. I can't screw up. I can't do anything to ruin it. Now, that doesn't mean that we haven't covered it up with a lot of these unforgiving thoughts, that we haven't developed a well-developed ego thought system, that we haven't developed, and some of you may think, well, I don't have anything well-developed. I've developed nothing well. But that to me is even more of an indicator of how we belittle ourselves, because believe me, you have.